We are live.
Wait, you did it? I just said for you to do it. I didn't know you'd do it.
Yeah, I hit the record button.
Oh my gosh. You put up with so much. So, hi, this is Roger. I'm here with Tagg, my co host. Excuse me. And we are here today to talk about a house that is for sale in the lovely, sparkling metropolis of Danville, Virginia. This is a single family home. It's actually been for sale for 115 days. So, going on 4 months. It's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 776 square feet, and it's got just under a half-acre lot. It's a 0.45-acre lot. It's for sale for $35,000. So it's a pretty affordable price. It's a bit on the small side. I prefer a 3.2 to a 2.1. But anyway, with that being said, we're looking at it on the realtor.com website where we've got 11 photos. So I'm going to hand things off to Tagg to introduce the house to us. And we'll go from there.
Well, this is a nice, luscious yard. Looks as though it needs a new roof, but the curb appeal to this home is attractive.
If I can interject, that's the worst metal roof I've literally ever seen. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay. I mean, for 35,000, most of today's brand new vehicles are about that much. So here you get to eat, sleep, entertain, I don't know. It's neither here or there for me. It's the potential that it carries. I do like the way how this garage has a flat roof because I would think about what I could grow up there. Um, just a thought, You don't always have to have a lot of land if you're into homesteading and gardening and growing your own herbs or food. It's how you uh, it's how you set it up for it to be fruitful, you know.
This
So
might be a good time if you allow me to interject.
nope, just kidding. Go ahead.
So accustomed to it by now, maybe you're asserting yourself and saying, I draw the line. But when you said that you're glad the roof is flat, I thought you were going to go into adding on a second story to make like a little rental space upstairs. I didn't realize you're going into the growing.
Oh yeah, well, absolutely. I mean, it's first things first. Ideas. I just say ideas that come in my head. But me, I'm always thinking of how I can build on. And so 700 and something square foot doesn't give you much living space. However, you can extend on the side here and just incorporate this um, second dwelling or garage or whatever you have over here uh, and attach it to the house, or you can build up on top of the little second dwelling here. And you can also build up on this roof here as well. If you have to replace the roof, you might as well replace the roof, you know what I mean, and increase the space. So those are just some ideas. I would go ahead and make this driveway, pretty and just kind of even it out, make some type of decorative something or another, or plant something around there to give it just a more curb appeal, something sustainable, of course. I'd rather walk
Of course.
outside in my yard and go grocery shopping than have to deal with lines and inflation and whatnot in the grocery stores. So
Are you saying there's
um,
no inflation in your garden?
none, just just water, fertilizer, and lots of love and care. Uh, so I have Bama, the little gray dog, is trying to um, bail her sister out of doggy jail, trying to get the door open to set her free because Gidget is in timeout this morning. She's in timeout this morning. She's been in rare form. She had a bath and I cut her hair, and she feels violated. She wants to
She
stay
didn't.
dirty,
She
and
she didn't take it well, huh?
no, she didn't take it well, and uh, and so now she's rebelling. And plus, she has not received her Amazon order for her biscuits and treats, so she is in a mood.
Tell our viewers how they react to the Amazon delivery.
Oh, they're super excited. They know that package. They it's like they have an extra ability to hear the footsteps of the Amazon man walking down the hallway to deliver their little treats and biscuits. Because I don't like to go grocery shopping. I don't. I rather just order it until I can grow my own food. And then, I mean, they just know it. They get excited. They get so excited about the delivery. So, and here's Bama this morning. She can't bust her sister out. Well, she's gonna get some loving. Okay, so
I know.
back to the house. I'm
Back to the
sorry. Go ahead.
house. I was actually just going to say, I know Bama can't hear me, but hi, Bama. But anyway, back to the house, like you said.
Okay. So, um, anyway, I think the house has a lot of potential. I really do. And, you can upgrade that siding if you like. There's all kind of uh, sustainable materials that you can use inside and out to get the look that you want. But definitely cut these trees back so you don't have fallen limbs, messing up your brand new roof once you add one on there. And, this front porch is going to need some TLC, but, for 35,000, 34,000, I mean,
Yes,
you can,
35.
35. I believe the house can be revamped, rebuilt, and you can section it out as you go. Work on the outside during the nice seasons. Work on the inside during the you know
Not so nice.
not so nice season. And you have some hobbies. You hobbies make you feel good, and it challenges you. I think it's a great personal development myself. And then you can just see just how you can be proud of your work, be proud in something, stand for something that you've done with your own hands. Or hired out, contract out, labor out. Just make sure that they are licensed and insured, just in case anything goes wrong. Because you
Sometimes
know
those things happen.
it does, and I believe that you can create a budget, especially when you can afford to live now and not be mortgaged up to your eyeballs with a high um, um, monthly payment plus interest, PMI, you can afford to do things, and you can afford to upgrade your life, or you can afford to bless somebody else with a decent living dwelling that that still puts money in your pocket and contributes to somebody else's lifestyle. So I actually like this porch, this add-on porch. I mean, it's screened in and everything. I would definitely get rid of these window
Awnings,
coverings, awnings, yeah, because they just block natural light.
especially that
There's,
one over the door that we can see in this frame.
yeah, oh yeah, most definitely. I
It's
mean,
kind of
unless you
beat
want to
up.
have a headache, I would replace that and just finish out the side so it's nice and inviting and beautiful. Well, inviting to you, you know.
If I may
So
make a comment, oh, too late.
yeah,
Well, I was going to say that, we kind of make our, I don't know, the ground we stand on in our videos is how I have one point of view and Tagg has another, and we try to present both of those on the different aspects of the house. So right here in this one photo we're at, she had mentioned about removing the awning, and then I brought up how the one over the door is just about destroyed. So that is a definite removal. But to be honest, I think I would clean the one that we can see in this picture and leave it so that you can close it during inclement weather if you've got a bad storm or something. I would look at the possibility of doing that for windows where they're at. But if, as far as we can see, there's only two of them, and two out of maybe, I don't know, a dozen windows is probably not going to do a heck of a lot. So I may revisit that point of view, but that would be my natural instinct looking at the photos of this house for the first time. And
yeah,
then my last interruption is you had already just about scrolled to this next photo, which is the inside of that porch. And you have
mhm,
complimented the look of the porch. And now you're about to see what the inside of it looks like. And I was going to make a snarky remark that you may not like it so much now. But anyway,
yeah,
please go ahead.
okay. Um, One thing that I would do with this awning is I would extend it simply because of the weather. I would want some type of shelter over here so I could, uh, this is probably where you take groceries in and out, or, you know, just extra coverage. Um, with the bars around the windows, it's a little alarming. However, you can swap those barbs out and add cameras around. I think the cameras would be cheaper than bars on the property. You can always add bushes that have prickly stickers on there to keep from anybody climbing through your windows. So there's other ways to secure your property these days. So, um, yeah, this is a site here, but that's what trash cans are for. Just as long as the structure is somewhat stable, I believe that it's fixable. And you can create an indoor outdoor living space here with an attached greenhouse to your house if you like, or a workshop or something that you like to do, a little painting room, whatever. Um, Tickles your fancy, you can do it. I think that this home has its perks. And let's see here. Let's take a look at the neighborhood before we move inside because we can tell that there's going to be some work that needs to be done. So let's see what's going on here. What can we offer the community and what can the community offer us? It has to be an equal exchange of energy. And so, of course, there is no HOA, so that's a plus. You have a little bit of flexibility here on what you want to have in your yard and what you want it to look like. You add pretty flowers and whatnot and lush grass. You can have it a little bit higher than what's standard by your HOA. So that's good. Okay, so the neighborhood, it does look a little depressed. However, that's when you start inviting your friends and family around, and hopefully they'll be inspired to do what you do. And you create a little community and raise the property value. So if and when it's time to resell, you're not at a total loss here. But just know when you go to renovate a home, you're not going to get 100% back of everything that you put in there because you are fitting it to your lifestyle. Okay. All right. So, oh, there's no kitchen. All right. We're going to look here in the bathroom, and that's the bathroom. That is a bathroom that needs to be taken down to the studs, in my opinion. I would try to keep this tub though. I love the
Oh yeah,
this
100%.
style. But I would. It doesn't look like the bathroom looks really shallow to flip it the other way. So if you take it down to the studs, you might be able to create room in the bathroom to reposition the tub where you have more space in there. So, any comments? No interruptions? Just kidding.
I think I would be doing a tag. I would be looking for a way to move one of those walls. The one the tub is leaned up against, it's kind of blocking a window. So I don't think the house is built that way. So
Yeah.
maybe that could be done something with. I just don't know what's on the other side of it, what it might do to potentially to a kitchen or a bedroom or some other room. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think a few extra feet width by moving that wall. I would certainly try it first, go in with that intention, and then just see what you can do based on the reality of being there in real life instead of sitting here talking about pictures in a video. And if I'm able to do that, I would do another of your tricks, and that's flip that tub so it's parallel with that window, so it'll be right underneath it, getting some nice sunshine, and then just reposition the first toilet and the second toilet. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
go to just one toilet instead of two. And then maybe throw in a double sink if we can. It's a one bathroom house. So all of those things are real neat ways to set up a house with one bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
those are my comments.
And if you're not a bathtub kind of person, you can always do a walk-in shower. A bathtub kind of thing. Did I say bathtub or bathroom? I think it's, I think I said bathtub. So if you're not a bathtub kind of person, you don't want that. You can do a walk-in shower because the room is narrow enough to accommodate that.
Yep.
So moving on to the bedroom. Wow. Yeah, I think I would. I think I think I would want to take. I think I would want to take this down to the studs. I really do. I think the home has great bones, but the inside has me really questioning the integrity of the walls. And so I think this would be. I would do some major construction before moving in. Okay. Sorry for the banging, guys. Second attempt. She's trying to break her sister free. Um,
Jailbreak.
do you have any comments?
Nah. other than to add, in addition to the walls, concerns about the floor and the ceiling.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. I've been in real estate for 10 years plus, if you want to count the leasing and property management. And I just think it's insane to spend the current home median price and still have upgrades and renovations like you see in this house here. Unless you need to be in an area for, whatever reason, I wouldn't do it. And I think I read a comment somewhere, the motivation of why or who would want to take on a fixer upper. And when I look at the day to day lifestyle and what it costs to live, um, I just don't find it appealing to pay $2,000 to $3,000 a month for something that is barely 1,000 square feet, just because it's in a zip code that is um, pricey. That's just me. That's what we got cars for. And I think a little bit differently. So anyway, moving on to the next two photos. I mean, it doesn't cost much to repair the siding and the these
Gutters,
gutters. Yeah.
downspouts.
Mhm. But I'm a person that likes to live indoor outdoor, so I would extend this porch here so I could have that indoor outdoor living space. And I would dig this a little bit deeper so it could be another area that I can use for another project or something else, storing um, lawn equipment or something of that nature. And you have this next room here. I actually like what they did to the paneling. They painted over it. I'm not a fan of paneling unless it's real wood. But I do love these doors. Did they cut this door in half, or is this just part of the photo? Um, don't
I th-
really know.
I think it's some sort of trim piece that somebody's connected to the door for their own purposes. I was trying to decipher what the meaning or intention is for that, and I actually couldn't sort it out. But I
Hmm.
do actually want to give you props on the door comment. Love those old style doors.
Yeah, yeah. I love the hardware that goes with it. But I would definitely swap this window unit out for a mini split. But looking at the condition of the home and how it was kept, that HVAC system definitely needs to be replaced. So anyway, moving on. I think
I think you've moved to the end.
we've moved to the end. We like to see what the kitchen looks like,
It would be
but
nice, huh?
yeah,
Why
for
don't you go back
35.
to all photos and do a not too fast scroll through? Make sure we didn't miss a kitchen photo.
Oh, we didn't miss it. Usually when I walk in the house, I go straight to that kitchen, and then I want to see the bathroom. Outside of your replacing electricity and HVAC system, um, your kitchen plumbing and appliances is a huge cost. So I would want some type of budget. Um, I work better with numbers, and I like to spend time at the first of the year creating a budget for just for life, because I want to take vacations. I want to make improvements and upgrades and things like that. And so it just helps me plan out the year, financial wise to, live instead of going month by month. For me, I need a little bit more structure. Nothing more brings on anxiety when I don't know how I'm going to survive the next month. So, let's take a look at the satellites and you can read us out. Okay, so this is a corner lot. So you got a deep yard here. I like that. I like that a lot. You know, if there isn't a property fence or anything like that on the back end of this, of course, always check with zoning and permits before you go doing anything to the home. Make sure you're compliant. I would create a separate entrance for this. I really would. So here you have another little, um, residential area to the right of you, and this doesn't look like it's too busy of a street, but you never know until you are there in person. So, oh, look at all these
Oh,
trees.
yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you can add, but you just never know until you go, um, thinking of, just creating the most out of what you have. So, there we have it. Anything you'd like to add? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
I'm good to close out here if you want to go ahead and do your closing comments. I think, I think I want to say hello and to our viewers, which I usually do at the start of the video. And I thank you for being here and hand it back off to you, Tag, to wind us up, or excuse me, wind us out.
Oh, okay. Well, I'd like to remind you that your dream home might be just one project away. And whether you're into fixer uppers, homegrown gardens, this channel is your go-to for real freedom through affordable living and homesteading. And if you have a property you'd like to share, we're more than happy to get the word out. After all, it's about people helping people. Catch you next video. My computer is just super slow.